What is going on, everybody? Back on it, Vagabond to 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. It's an interesting title name that we have here, Rivals at Play, because I feel like at this point in the story, there's been nothing to suggest that these two are rivals at the moment yet, you know. Especially since they don't even remember each other from, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago or whenever that was. And they haven't, like, neither one of them has like pulled the blicky out on the other one or they haven't like bumped into each other and then like started getting angry. Like, there's nothing to suggest that they're rivals. Now I could see that title maybe being suggestive to the viewer, because me, and I guess I feel like anybody else, aside from like maybe a handful of people, maybe the grandson of the other school, the Yagyu, and maybe in tune with a little bit more practice. As far as we know, there's not anybody that's currently rivaling these two. So if naturally you want to call them rivals because they might be the two strongest characters in the story at the moment, so naturally they might end up eventually seeking each other out because they seek those kind of things, and sure, but nothing yet has singled them out to be rivals. So I'm curious kind of what that'll mean there. Now, I'm pretty sure today in the story is the day of the fight. If not, it's tomorrow, like in the story. So, you know, Matahachi's searching for Kajuro. Ueda's been expelled. So I don't even know, like, if he's going to be actively searching for him as well, or kind of how all that's going to go. But they are interacting. Now, neither of them seem to know who the other one is as far as having ran into each other before. And I don't know if either one really knows what either of the other one is capable of. I mean, they're over here playing around, swinging at stuff, so it might illustrate like sword stroke and things like that. And I think Takezo would catch on a little bit quicker to those things than Kajuro. But maybe they'll both both of them will acknowledge like something's a little different here. As far as like they're running into just like your average swordsman. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna drag this over here. Boop bop boop. Press play on this. Make sure it's up and on. Turn it down a little bit over here. And we're recording. Yep. All right. Chapter 210. Let's see what we got. Rivals at Play. And you see, like, they both have this shit on them too. Like, swords are ready to go at all times. Oh, he stole his stick. Yeah. Hmm. They're actually, at least Kajuro is actively trying to hit him. Okay, there we go. They're actually trading for it. Okay. Now I'm curious if, like, who's the first one to be like, okay, well, let's get the real thing. Hopefully neither. And I just feel like this hurts their case of actually trying to get Kajuro to, if you could even, number one, get Kajuro to even understand, like, oh, you guys want me to take his place to fight, and he doesn't know who his opponent is. He just likes to fight. So he'd be like, sure. I don't even know if you can get all that information to him. I feel like if they were to see each other, it just wouldn't, I don't know, it just wouldn't be a thing. Like, either of them, both of them would either just not do it, or I don't know. Oh my, this is quite a spectacle. Did we just visualize losing an arm? Or did we actually just lose an arm? I think this is each of them hitting each other with the stick, illustrating what would have just happened had they actually had their swords out. I'm assuming. Because if that's not the case, we just lost our right arm and Kajuro is dead. So, yeah. Had this been a real match? No, Kajuro, stop it. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's like, oh, let's pull out the... We don't have to do that, man. We have a big after we have a big date, like a big important appointment in less than 24 hours. After that, we can do what we need to do. I got shit to do. I ain't got the time. He's just ready to like kill somebody at all times. Now, Takezo, you don't have to also draw, man. You don't have to. That sets this shit off. You do not have to do that. And hopefully he doesn't. Because even if he could beat him, if there's a chance that he falls and he doesn't even show up tomorrow after a promise that he made, you know, I would think that he just wouldn't take the chance. Even though he might think he's great and nobody can defeat him, like, why would you even risk it? If just don't draw, man, and you'll be good. I don't know what Kujuro's staring at here. I feel like he was waiting for us to draw, and we didn't. And he's just in a bit of a, yeah, go ahead and sheath that thing back, buddy. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad Takezo was like mature enough to, because I feel like Takezo 2 or 3 years ago would have like happily pulled that out. And that's the first moment I've seen Kujuro kind of have a moment of like, oh, so it doesn't, I guess, have to always end in like actually throwing swords. All right, yeah, go ahead and holster that thing for me. How could it be getting dark already? You two are... you two, are you playing nice? Oh, he seems to respond to the old woman. Dinner, are you hungry? Your meal is ready too, Musashi? And he's piggybacking her. Come join us. Too bad he didn't draw. Oh, was he wanting him to draw? Although I think I know who would have won. I'm sure we're not going to get a direct answer out of that. Yeah, classic. Classic, classic. I wonder, like how is this supposed to be interpreted here? There's nothing to suggest that, like, he would think that, like, he wouldn't win. Because, and I feel like both of these statements back to back. Too bad he didn't draw. Like, oh, like he kind of almost wanted him to. And I feel like if we would have made a move for ours as well, then he would have. But he saw that like we weren't even entertaining it, so he didn't. But if he had, I feel like he thinks he just would have won. That's how I interpret these two panels. You guys let me know on that. All right, 211. Hey, you chew too loud? Uncivilized? Coming from him. Don't you have any manners? Koetsu, you haven't touched your food? Please excuse me. Is he okay? Your duel, it drew me in and intoxicated me. I feel quite nauseous. We haven't introduced you to each other yet, Musashi. Kujuro cannot hear. Would you mind writing your name, please? Sure. Oh, you have talent in calligraphy as well. The swordsmanship transferring over to the calligraphy. You think so? I did try to put my entire self into it. Kujuro's writing is also exquisite. That's it for introductions. You two be nice to each other. Did you give him your name? Did you give it to him? What'd this kid just do? Pass out? So quick to fall asleep. He's fearless. What if I was out to kill him? Is he a genius or just absurd? That's what I'm saying. It's so hard to read when, like, he doesn't express or say or do anything. You can't tell if, like, he's dumb or, I don't know. You're one to talk. Most people couldn't even imagine the path that you two attempt to traverse. I hope this encounter has given you both some respite from the solitude of such pursuit. Yo, old lady, why are you slapping us? Koetsu, I've come to realize I've been too indifferent to the sword itself. But you've still managed to keep winning. I thought subduing your opponent was all that mattered until now. You've lent me a fine sword. Would it be possible for you to finish polishing my sword for tomorrow's duel? Okay, so the fight is in the morning. Of course, that's what I intended to do. You two could just live out here, honestly. No one's gonna run up on you two. I mean, of course, everybody has a limit. If they sent, 500 soldiers, eventually you just get overrun. But hey, stay here with the old man and his wife. You guys can practice. But them practicing would be a little reckless. It needs to be with wooden training swords, to be honest. Bring your father this tray. Wait, me? Oh, man, we're getting... What is this, his last night? With his family, essentially? Because if all... I don't know what chapter it was. Maybe like 180, 185. They opened up with what looked to be Denchichiro getting killed like seconds into the duel. So, I don't know if that's still going to be whole, but if it is, this is his last night with his family. Yeah, you see how he's feeling a little bit sentimental there, wanting to have a meal with everyone together at a table. He's feeling it, and he naturally should. Tonight, let's have our meal on this table. We'll eat together. Oh, man. Everybody always wants to do something or make up for something like after the fact, you know? He could have been eating nightly with his family at the table and like building those moments and cherishing those memories and all those type of things, which maybe he does and we just didn't get to see it. But for him to like drag that all the way in there and specifically say, you know, tonight let's do this, like trying to build that moment, you know, one last time just in case. It's like, it's always like when life or death is like about to, it's always like, you know, when someone gets sick or something, then they want to start like exercising or doing the right things or eating better and yada yada. It's like if you just would have attempted to do those things beforehand, you might not have been in the situation. So now you're trying to make up for all this lost time you might be losing on the back end if you happen to have an untimely death. AKA he wants to have a sit down with his family here, like, oh, let's eat one final time just in case, you know, I'm not here tomorrow night. Damn it, I'm all out of money and I'm starving. I should have hit the Yoshiaka up for some money before I ran off. Where'd you go, Kojiro? The Yoshiaka must be after you, like a pack of wolves. After all, tomorrow's the day. They're planning to make you take Denchichiro's place. It's freezing and I'm all shriveled up. I wonder what Takezo was doing. Is he nervous about tomorrow? I'd really hate for Matahachi to walk up on that place. But doesn't it look like he's walking up on two people? Takezo, tomorrow might be your last day alive? All done, Kojiro? Come with us. Where's Kojiro? I keep forgetting they go by two different, like, yeah. Get back here, you bastard, running off like that. Did Kojiro run away too? Where is he? Oh, shit, and he's getting his ass beat. What the, you can't do this to me? You take us for fools? Come on, and they dragged his ass back. Denchichiro sensei, we can't seem to locate Ueda. Yeah, no shit. Ueda's no longer with us. Listen up. It's not going to happen. I won't let anyone take my place. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Toji made 7. Ueda made 8. Was 9, 10 the two brothers? Oh no, I think it was the older gentleman that died. He's like, don't worry, Kojiro, I won't draw my sword on you. Proceeds to draw sword. And maybe in one of the two others that he killed there as well. I thought they might show us a moment with him having dinner with his family, but I guess not. No one knows the history of the Yoshiaka more than this boulder. Sajuro's sword, my father's sword, generations chiseled away at this boulder. I've done my share of damage to it too. This stone was so much larger than I trained against it day after day. Perhaps this stone can predict the outcome of tomorrow's match. Oh, he split it. No one's denying his power. I mean, he's got power behind his quote-unquote punches or sword swings. But sometimes just the instinctual, the quickness, the evasiveness, the speed. He just might not have that. Alright, 212. Or sometimes he just might not be good enough. He's just not good enough. And now they're all starting to have a little bit of faith. Oh, maybe he can do it. What's going to be so fucked is like, if he gets two-tapped, I'm talking, you remember how Kojiro did that kid, you know, 10, 20 chapters ago? When the kid was like, he's like, no, I want my chance to fight him. And they showed us this backstory on him and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. And then it was like, 3, 2, 1, go. And he gets his throat instantly slit, like off jump, not even 10 seconds in. I wonder if that's what happened, if that's the situation we're about to run into. Like, doesn't even trade a blow, doesn't even block a blow, doesn't even put a swing up. Just gets actively just like sidestepped and blinked on. Believe in me, have faith, I'm going to win. Alright, today's the day. Your meals are amazing. You exaggerate. So today is your match. It doesn't seem to phase you at all. You think so. I don't want Kajuro to step in, but I do hope Kajuro is there, because I would like to see his reaction to seeing Takezo, you know? Musashi, I'm finished with your sword. May the luck of the battle be yours. Appreciate it, old man. Thank you for your hospitality. If I manage to survive the match, I'm planning on leaving Kyoto immediately. Dang, so he'll never see them again, whether because he's dead or because he just doesn't plan on staying around. I'm thinking eastward. Looking for Kajuro? He may be still sleeping. I wasn't looking for him. Musashi, come visit us for the new year? For the next new year? But to say, if you win, you didn't want to come back and get like a quick meal for the road one time? That is if you're alive. True, just if we survive this, who knows what might happen in the next year. Run away if you like. It's just a silly fight. Height. And doesn't see Kajuro either. I mean, they're going to run into each other again somehow, story-wise. So I'm not worried about that. Will he ever see these two again? But I also don't. It's also not one of those where like I fear that like the old man and the woman are gonna get like slaughtered in the middle of the night. It's not like he was there kind of like shooing off the gangsters of the town, keeping them safe. Now again, a war could break out again, and maybe they just end up a casualty of it. But I'm not worried for their safety just off of some random shit. Now again, war happens, and you know whatever. But they should be all right. Will he ever see them again? I don't know. Oh, did he see him out here just fucking off? Oh, he did. Kajuro's out here still hitting that snowman. He did it. I thought he punched us. Okay, he's just pulling. I was about to say, I'll draw the sword on that. Just don't know what's going on in his head. So many people out today. Haven't you heard about the duel at Rengion? That's where everyone's going. The blood's going to fly. Is it though? It might be over quick. That's like when people, you know, go out to bars and restaurants and, you know, all these kind of watch parties and all these type of things for like big boxing matches and MMA fights. You spend all this money, you get all this food prepared and blah, blah, blah. The main event is finally here. And it's over. It doesn't even go the full first round. Like somebody gets knocked out that fast. Like in the first minute of the fight. And it's like, well, so much for that. Both men are famous. This will be quite a show. I've hung on to dear life for this moment. Oh, God. Yo, while we're at it, kill her ass too. Jesus. I'm here to witness the death of Miyamoto Musashi. No, I mean Shinmin Takezo. Oh, we know she's alive. Good God. Man, haters, man. Nothing will keep them more motivated than hate. Go, Denshichiro. You can do it. I must send my positive energy to Master Denshichiro. And we're just walking solo. Hey, isn't that... Nah, couldn't be. He's all by himself. Who are you? It shouldn't be anybody seeking us out that would have ill intentions. The only person I could see that being would be the grandson of the Yagyu, I think is the name. What are you doing here? Oh. It's okay, so I was about to say it couldn't be anybody that has any ill will toward us, or we're not, well, there's still one. Damn it, I guess there could be. Ueda wouldn't try it, would he? He wouldn't, right? You're not actually going to try it, right? I guess we'll find out. What are you doing here? It's been a while, Miyamoto. Hello, Ueda. What is that? Is that a gun? What am I looking at right here? What is that? What is that? We've just never seen like guns just like so casually pulled out right here. But I'm like, wait. And it's so angled that like, I can't tell if he's just holding something that's cylinder shaped like this towards him, like he's handing him something. Or the angle that's shown is like he has a gun like this. I can't tell at all. It's been a while, Miyamoto. Oh, it is. Holy shit. Don't do this, bro. Oh, God. Stop. Come no further. Just leave. There's Denshichiro. He's huge. Scary. Would he truly do that? But again, we have at least another 100-something chapters to go. Even if he shoots him, I know nothing tragic is going to happen. Like, there's not going to be a tragic death that happens to us, you know? So, it's just wild that he actually pulled that out. I thought he was handing him something. No, he's got that long barrel musket pistol going on. Where's Musashi? Not here yet. Stop pushing, you old hag. Must get to the front. I have to see it. Jesus. I must witness the death of my mortal enemy. Yo, go home with your son, man. What's taking them? It's cold. Look at this. It's so crowded, Otsu. Let's move up front. Oh my god, they're all here. That's okay, Taru. Let's stay here, but we can't see a thing from here. You might not want to, but I'm his disciple. I have to get up there to see my master. Musashi's disciple? That little twerp must be a joke. What was that? A beautiful flower in the midst of a bloodthirsty crowd. I'll kill them. Hold on. They mean no harm. So much ado. And the New Year's only just arrived. Could watching a man being cut down really be so interesting? Well, then what are you doing here? Oh my god. I think everybody, any character that's had any semblance of relevance in the 213 chapters that's still alive is here, minus Inshun and his old man, and the grandson and the Yagyu and like their old man. I think those are the only 4 that currently aren't here that have any relevance. The chain and sickle person and his girl maybe, but I don't even know if he's alive. So aside from like the people we've had past Pokemon gym battles, encounters with, collected our badges and gone on, I mean, everyone's here. Otsu. I always forget. Otsu, Taro, grumpy ass old mom that just can't stand it. Taquan, Matahachi, and then you're gonna add in Denshichiro because he's in it. We'll be here. I'd hope Kajuro's here. And Ueda, just bring your ass and come on and stop this. Just turn around. Oh, he doesn't want to kill him. Will you just say walk away and leave? Yeah. Walk away and leave Kyoto. That's so wild because like we don't see guns used like that, and he just pulled that shit out so casually. Walk away, leave Kyoto. If you do, we'll never have to see each other again. Hey, that is Musashi. And there's Ueda, the senior disciple of the school. He's holding a gun. Yeah, there's no way. And there's people seeing this, so this wouldn't even go over. Well, you're going to shame the school if he did this when people are seeing. Like, Ueda, let's just make a move here, buddy. What are they saying? I can't hear them. But Musashi's supposed to fight Denshichiro. Ueda's going to shoot him before that duel. The Yoshiaka are resorting to underhanded means. Think about it. What started all this? It was your vulgar ambition. And now you got what you wanted. Everyone knows who killed Sajuro. This news has spread even beyond Kyoto. Your ambition was fulfilled. Enough is enough. Take one more step and you'll regret it. Yo, and the guys in the crowd, run behind him and jump him real quick for me. Ueda, I'd be more afraid of you if you were wielding a wooden stick. Oh, he said you ain't got that dog in you. Did you just let that man close that gap on you and you had a long-range weapon? Bro, you got a 5-yard cushion. Did you even get a shot off? Oh, he stuck it right to him. He said, if you're gonna pull it, pull it. Firearms don't suit you. Of course not, this piece of junk. I think it's broken anyway. I don't even know how to use it. What can I do? What can I? I'll ask you again. Please forget about the match and leave Kyoto. Let me tell you the difference between Sojuro and Denchichuro. Who's saying this? Mara, are we? If you succeed... Okay, I was about to say, who's saying, let me tell you the difference. If you succeed in cutting down Denchichuro, then we will seek out vengeance. That will become the sole purpose of every last disciple of the Yoshiaka. I mean, that's quite the glory. The man that killed every swordsman a part of the Yoshiaka. It's not a bad title. I mean, he'll never be able to really rest, but maybe he can go seek asylum, like with the Yagyu or Inshun or someone. Well, he still went. I hope you split that bastard's head open. I'm counting on you. Shut up. Oh, there's that old hag. Hi, Otsu. I'm glad she looks healthy and well. She looks stronger than before. She's a tough one. Hope she doesn't collapse right after Musashi's death. Is this... I'm trying to think. And maybe we have. I mean, I can't think. Is this the first time that Taquan will have seen us, or will have seen him, since we were tied up and we were essentially like caught like a fish and then released? I could have sworn maybe we had one more interaction somewhere along the line, but it might be. I don't know. This might be the first time. Who's the old woman? I don't know, sir. What's this big crowd doing here? He's late. It's past the appointed time. Hey, excuse me, let me through. Just watch from back there. There's no room. I'm not here to watch. Just let me through. I told you there's no room. Forget it. Oh god, he's here. What is it, Otsu? But no way you're moving in front of us. We've been here since early this morning to save our spots. Understand? It's Takezo. That's a nice shot of Otsu there. Alright, I'm glad that we're getting this 214 in this reaction cycle. Alright, let's see how it goes. I told you it's too crowded, you idiot. I'm not trying to cut in front of you. Stop pushing. Hey, step... Bro, get the fuck out of the way. You bastard, what are you doing? Hey, stop pushing. Hey, a fight's breaking out over there. Hey, that big guy is... I feel like she's like Sakura with Naruto showing up to fight Pain. Like, she's so... Get out of my way. Master, Musashi, you bastard. Yeah, these are the characters right here. We got Takezo, Otsu. I forgot his name already. Taquan, and... Wasn't it Jotaro? She calls him Taru, maybe? That's, I think, what got me confused. And this old bitch. Where's Matahachi, and where is Kajuro? I would like those two to be in attendance. Alright, we made it. We are here. I'd love for, like, give me this whole thing in color. There's gonna be nothing. It's just straight sword pulls. Like, no sign waivers. No, like, nobody will come after you if yada yada yada. Is there anything to say to the crowd? Like, nothing. Shall we get started? So how's Kajuro doing? Is he still alive? Maybe not. Jeez, he's snoring away. Get up, you crook. Drag him out. It's the day of the match. Kajuro seems to have run off. Care to explain? Oh, there's no need for a substitute now, so it doesn't matter. Some friend he turned out to be, huh? He's abandoned you. What if he shows up and just slays all these people and lets Matahachi loose? Or Matahachi just goes crazy right here. What's that look? You think you can laugh at me? Instead of witnessing the great duel, you guys have to guard me. You must be the lowest of the low. Are you really all that different from me? Too old to fulfill any dreams for the future, so you take out your frustrations on someone like me? What a joke. You may be associated with the great school, but you're the lowest ranking here. You're no better than a bug on the wall. That's how most samurai are. Few are great men. Most samurai just buzz around like flies, parasites of the men they serve under. Accurate, but also, like, you've also been, like, doing and seeking the same thing. So it's like, You guys are no better than me. Correct. 3 little flies. Bet none of you have ever killed anyone. I fought on the losing side of Sekihara, but I managed to kill 7 men. 7? I was 17. Actually, it was only 4 men. Then at a skirmish at a gambling hall, I had no choice but to cut down several men. Actually, it was only 1 man. I always had to resort to the sword. I was born of a violent nature, so how about it? I'll take you men on right now. Don't burn my last chapter of this reaction on this, please. Give me something back at the battle. You're unarmed. We have your sword, you idiot. Your only talent is lying. I'm sure you've never killed anyone. You better hope you didn't punch and he didn't grab one of y'all's swords. You're pathetic, so irritating I can't stand the sight of you. Oh, he's having inner monologue here. I'm going to die. We were told we could do as we please with you, and you're right. We're always pushed around at the school, so we are taking out our frustrations on you. That's why we're really going to enjoy this. No one's coming to save him unless it's Kajuro. They're going to kill me. These bastards are going to kill me. They'll snuff me out like an ant. Honestly, I have no issues if truthfully, like no bullshit, for real, if they kill him right here. It's kind of like I don't know another word to use besides like well deserved, but I wouldn't hate it. Snowing again. Okay, we cut back. We maybe have a handful of panels left before this ends. Oh man, we're up over 30 minutes. We gotta move. Is that really Musashi? He's not filled with battle lust like he was a year ago. And look at the silly expression on his face. He's overconfident now that he's beaten Sujiro. He's not mentally prepared for this match. No, I think we've just mentally ascended. We've taken that rage and it's been like honed. It's under control now. We're not just walking around on 10 at all times, but when we need to be on 10, we're on 10. Lack of respect towards one opponent is a major weakness. An opportunity for us. Denchichiro Senshi, Musashi is not to be feared. Okay, relax. Such looseness. He's loose but still has substance. I've encountered it many times. Yeah, exactly. Your brother was just a drunk whore. But you know, if you had to pull the sword out, like it would like the switch could just be turned on at any time. Yes, I see. Now I can accept the fact that this man cut my brother down. Yeah. So now I was like to say, you know, we didn't just like cold kill him in the middle of the night and shit. And this is where it ends. Chapter's gonna end right here. Yep. Not bad. Not bad. We take it. I don't remember what I thought might have been the panel of the entire reaction. Maybe 210. These two might have been it. Nice build up though. I did enjoy that. It's good to see Kajuro really wasn't like a stand-in and we didn't have to go through that whole awkward ordeal and XYZ and yada yada yada. So we'll see. I don't remember what chapter that was, but I think they gave us like a 1 page of Takezo literally blinking on Denchichiro. I think we sliced off his arm and then like sliced him at the same time and he was on the ground dead. And they were like 7 days before Denchichiro was struck down. It's like, whoa, what the hell? So we'll see if that holds true. Everybody's here to see it. I wish Kajuro was here to see it. I'm curious how Matahachi gets out of his situation. Because like I said, again, I'm curious what they do with his character as far as, what's his, like, is he going to die, number one, at all in the story? And is he going to have, like, I guess, quote unquote, a redeemable death where he, like, honors his mother and isn't a coward and does what he truly wants in his heart and, like, protects somebody or stands up for them, like, whatever they choose to go with there? Or does he have a death of like a coward out somewhere alone, no one there to be with you when you die and you just die like that? Or he just doesn't die at all and it's just this continuous cycle. Maybe he gets full redemption and doesn't have to die and does go home with his family. And I have no idea. So I'm curious how he gets out of his current situation, how the fight is actually going to go. And I hope that Kajuro is there, but we'll see. Go ahead and leave it there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,